super intense journey with us. We are super thrilled about this day that finally arrived. So dear students, it's time to say goodbye. That for us is very sad. We have really established some connection with many of you. So it's sad for us to see you go, but we're happy that we're gonna help you start a new career in IT. And we really hope that we were able to teach you many skills, not only on the tech side, but also on the soft skills side that will allow you to land on your dream job. So today's agenda, first of all, we're going to do a quick intro to what we have been learning, what we did in this 24 weeks together. Then we're going to jump into pointing out the top performing and the graduating students on Frontend. We're going to do the same for Backend. So for those moments, I'm going to invite the coaches to help me out, to point the people who deserve to arrive to the top. We're also going to point out the best projects that took place while you were doing this academy with us. Then Anna will help me also point out the people who got the highest soft skills score, which is super important, as you all know, for this academy. So we also thought of mentioning and pulling those up. Then we have a special guest that we invited to come to talk to you about hiring opportunities, about tips and tricks on how to get hired as a junior developer. And finally, we have some closing thoughts and next steps given by our CEO, by Davide. And at the end, we have a session of Q&A where you're all invited to share your feedback, your learnings, and any thoughts that can help us grow, as well as how it was to live this experience. So let's just do a quick intro of what we have been doing, what we did in this 24 weeks, right? So basically, you know better than I do that we did a lot of practice. So I think you are really feel confident about all the full practice that you did. Mainly 50% of the course was you doing exercises, generating and improving your portfolio. So really putting your hands on the keyboard and learning how to code. Through the one-on-ones that you had with coaches, through the help that you received through our tutors. So for us, that's one of the most important things about the course. Also for us, it was for us on the academy, so on our side, it was a great learning experience where we were constantly asking you to send us feedback, to share with us like surveys about our coaches or about the project management. Also, it's important for us to know how to improve for the upcoming iterations. And you were all super active. You were also supporting us with leaving reviews in course report and telling us how to improve constantly. So like, thank you, deeply thank you so much for being so actively helping us grow. We also tracked your commitment. So we tracked your assistance, the exercises. We were always tracking not only how much you were engaging with the course, but obviously also your performance. So your tech competences, how you were dealing with the softwares, how you were interacting with the coaches and tutors in lessons. And obviously the HR module, we also tracked your soft skills side. We created a lot of material for you. So the coaches, we did videos, we did recorded lessons that are available there for you still for some time. So you can go back to all those complementary links and things that we have been sharing with you after graduation. So after this day. And we also began this community of networking. So you began meeting some guest speakers, you met the people from Honeypot, you met like our coaches, and this is just the beginning. This is to tell you that you have access also to our software developers working at Jagaad Software House. So it's the beginning of a networking journey for you all. We also enhanced our international community, so I'm very proud to share this map. Thank you, Ali, for helping me create this amazing screenshot here that you can see that we're basically based all over. We have people from Africa, from South America, from Europe, from Asia. So that's very valuable for us because one of the most important values that we want to push is that we have different multicultural backgrounds. We believe that the future of working remote is having people with different cultural backgrounds learning how to understand each other and be respectful and learning how to work together in teams all around the world. We had fun. We met all together. We did workshops. This workshop was particularly particularly fun for me because I got to see you all. I think it was a very nice experience to have people from Frontend and Backend working and like having like this experience of seeing our faces and having some fun together. We really hope that this experience was valuable for you, and we're seeking to push more of this experience even after graduation, so you can keep on networking with us, with your other team members, and obviously with external people that can help you maybe in the future arrive to your dream job. And that being said, now it's the time to call out for our top performing students in Frontend. So I'm gonna invite our beloved coach Ilkin to take the floor. Ilkin, dear, if you want to say some words to the students before I go to the next slide where we have the top candidates.
Yeah, thank you, Valentina, for brief informations and summary, basically. So I'd like to thank all of the students for the dedication and commitment to the course. We made it till the end. It was our very first iteration, and yeah, I think we did good, and we'll do better in the next ones, I hope. And I really hope a great career. Our students will get a great career path. They will be a seniors in next future in a front-end sphere, and I am confident that their technical skills as well as soft skills developed a lot, so that they can get jobs in this sphere very soon. And yeah, let's see how it goes. And I'm gonna introduce the top performing students for our first iteration in Frontend.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Are you ready? Okay. These are our top performing students in Frontend. So claps to you guys. Let's check one by one why you were selected as top performers. First one, Sally.
Yeah. First is Sally. Basically, the top performing students, I've mentioned how to be a top performer in the lessons a lot of time. And this is basically the first place is Sally, because he is the most committed student in the course, joining almost all of the lectures, is very active in the lectures, asking questions, quickly involving, helping others as well. Completed all exercises, all quizzes, all projects and everything. So he did what he can do the best. So congratulations
to you, darling.
Claps to Sally.
Sally, do you want to say some words on being the best one of the class?
Yeah, sure. I'm actually not the most suitable place for this right now, but I want to thank all of the Jagaad community for making this possible for us. This was like a dream opportunity for me to make this career switch. And I hope we can all do it very soon. Thanks again for everything, starting from our coach and our academic committee.
Thank you, Sally. We're happy and we congratulate you very much. Next, highest performing student, Ivan.
Congratulations, Ivan. So I would say Ivan is as much as dedicated as Sally. He also joined all of the lectures. What I like about Ivan, he's very curious and trying to learn new stuff other than that what we talked in the lesson. He's very communicative and friendly, and yeah, he basically completed all exercises, projects, and yeah, super active in the class, and that's why he got the second place as a top performer. And congratulations to Ivan.
Ivan, you want to say some words?
I also want to say thank you for Jagaad team to help me begin my career path in IT sphere, like a front-end developer. Thank you.
You're welcome, and congrats once again. And last but not least, we have our third student, Colin.
Yeah, Colin, congratulations as a third place. Yeah, he demonstrated good commitment to the course. Colin was having some difficulties at the beginning, but yeah, it turned out he covered and did very good towards the end. He completed almost all exercises. quizzes. He was joining all lectures. So yeah, starting from difficult part, and it was hard for him, but he didn't just stay there. He worked on himself and did very well, and moved to the top third place. Congratulations.
Amazing, Colin. Congrats, dear. You want to say some words?
Yeah, sure. First of all, I'd like to thank the whole of Jagaad community for making it happen. This is something that I really used to desire or admire, but finally I can see that I'm on my way towards achieving my dreams. Thank you so much, Jagaad Academy.
Thank you, Colin. Such nice words. Thank you, guys. And now we are gonna congratulate all the Frontend students who are actually eligible for certification. So all the people in this list will get our formal certification. So congrats to all. I think you all deserve claps, because we know that this course was difficult and that you needed to invest a lot of energy to arrive to this list. So we're really proud of all of you. And this is the certification of completion that you will be receiving. It's signed by our CEO, and it has all the 200 hours, including lectures, exercises, and projects that you did. So you will be receiving this soon. Elena is in charge of sending it on the upcoming days. Davide, do you want to share any words at this stage? Any congrats to the Frontend people, guys and girls?
Yes, sure. So I'm super excited to share with you the results about the code review our internal developers did for the top developers. The team today showed up, and so I want to congratulate again, because you not only passed the certification in terms of scoring and so about the results, but basically we asked to our internal developers. They are the top coders from the academy, and let me know if basically this code, this source code, is acceptable as junior, as middle, as intermediate for a stage. And so we achieved the target, both because Jagaad Academy wants to provide valuable junior developers on the market, and after an assessment, and Ilkin can also to share in the next days the feedback you received on the code from the developers, in order to certificate the outcome is absolutely a good results for continuing to work and to learn new things, because as you know, that's something can never stop to update and upgrade regarding technology, but that outcome is absolutely a valid junior developer. So that's for us important, because my question was really straightforward, and my target was to understand if what we did in this first iteration was enough in order to understand if the quality of our contents, Ilkin and Lucas delivered in this month, was acceptable for forged talents like you. And so we did a good job, and also the code review from senior developers passed as an outcome as junior developer. So I can confirm with time, you can still grow, and you have valuable basics thanks to this course. That's it.
Thank you, Davide. And also thank to the senior developers that took the time to review your codes, and that approved that we are doing something great and that you are qualified to start seeking for jobs as junior developers. Moving on, we're gonna now check the backend top performing students. So Lucas, you want to do a quick intro before reviewing the top performing?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. First, nice to be here again to see you. Yeah, I just will add something to what Ilkin already mentioned. So we had very good students with great potential to be a great professional in the market. And here we are going to show basically those who just excelled the course, managed to complete all the exercises, the projects, attend the lessons, help the others, support the students. So I'm going to show that basically on this score. And yeah, that's basically it. And first, just say congratulations for all of you who managed to get here. This is only the beginning of the journey as a backend developer. You have a lot of material that Jagaad just provided you. And yeah, let's continue studying. Yeah, here we have the top students. This is not a surprise for you. Some of you already know it. I have shared your scores these days. So yeah, congratulations for all of you. So let's go for each of the students. So the first top one, I think everyone already realized that the most committed students of the course demonstrated in the exercise, the projects, learn in his learning process, also willing to learn more, sharing content. So also being friendly and supporting the other students in his team. So super active in the live lessons. So I think you deserve this first place in the classroom. So congratulations, Raul.
Thank you. Raul, do you want to share some words with us?
Yes, I want to thank each and everyone from Jagaad for making this possible. And also I want to thank Lucas for everything that he taught us. And I must say that he is a very, very great person and a very great coach.
Thank you. Thank you, dear.
Thank you. Okay, let's go. Let's move forward. So then the next one, Giorgio. So also very good, demonstrated commitment to the course, doing all the exercise project, had some problems in the beginning with the projects, but then just managed to quickly evolve, learn, and added more effort to the course. And at the end, we really did great. Also with the communication with me, with the classmates in the live lesson. So also congratulations for this second place, Giorgio.
Congrats, dear. Any words you want to share?
Yes, I would like to thank the whole team, the whole Jagaad team, that they made this opportunity becoming true, making especially Lucas this hard path an easy way to learn PHP. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Giorgio.
Bravo. Congrats, dear. Next student on the list.
Next one, Israr. Israr started the course a bit slowly. I know that he was also doing some work, freelancers. I know he was busy, but at half of the course, he started to add a lot of effort to the course, managed to complete all the exercise and project with high quality. I know that he had a few experience with PHP. And in the last week, we had the mock interview. He did really good as well. And we had a conversation about his experience. We had the opportunity to share some experience. So really, congratulations for this third place. And yeah, thank you for your effort. And yeah, that's it. Is Rar here in the chat?
Yes. First of all, I will thank you all the team. And it means a lot to me to be recognized as top performer and one of the top performer. And I am proud to be part of this academy.
Oh, so nice words we have been receiving. Congrats, dear, and you definitely deserve it. And then for the backend, we also decided to put in the list the fourth because he was quite right beneath the list. So also we want to congratulate Lubomir, if I pronounced it correctly. Lucas, help me out.
Yeah, Lubomir, yeah. Yeah, really another really good student. Also added a lot of effort, although he had like a full-time job as well. And I could also, when I reviewed his projects, I could realize the effort he was adding to create good quality code, good quality software, complete all the features that I required in the project and exercises. So, and also just have this full-time job and work in the academy. It's something that it's not so easy. It's not easy. So congratulations, Lubomir. Also, good communication, asking all the time. He had problems with the course, so active in the lessons. So thank you, Lubomir, and congratulations.
Thank you, Lucas. First of all, yeah, it was a great experience. I learned a lot, great energy, and you managed to pass to, I guess, all the group the right approach to this area. And I would also like to thank the Jagaad, this vision that is taking shape, and I hope that it progress in future and provide more opportunities for people like us who seek to change careers or just make first steps in the IT industry.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lubomir.
Thank you, and
Yeah,
once again, congrats to our coaches. You guys are amazing. It has been great also for me to work with both of you. Sorry,
Yeah,
Lucas, I interrupted.
I wish you the best of luck. And yeah, just the beginning of the journey. So continue your studying. You have great material in the platform, the Jagaad platform. So use that to review content. And yeah, congratulations for all of you. If you are not here in the list, there are some people who did also great job that is not here in the list, but
yes,
just continue your studying. Yeah, you are doing great.
These are the backend students eligible for certifications. So once again, congrats to all of you who are in this list. We might consider extending this list for those of you who provided the exercises and the test but didn't pass. We will talk about that further on. Obviously, for us, it's important to help you graduate. But for today, this is our list of people eligible for certification. And this is the certificate that will be sent to all of you. Davide, do you want to add anything on the backend side, or it was included on what you said before?
No, I want to congratulate also with the backend developers, because I don't know if you know, but in past I worked as backend developer, especially in PHP, and I personally checked the source code of top developers and also of other students. And I'm super happy about you were able to implement basic unit test, because I can say no one taught me how to write a unit test, and those are for sure something creates value when you write code, because every senior developer at some point needs to learn how to write unit tests. And at the beginning of my career, I didn't have the opportunity to get valuable contents from an academy or also to learn from other developers, because as you know, everyone is always stuck with their job, with their task. And so I'm super happy about you achieving this target, because also if you learn it, the basic how to write a unit test, it's something for sure will give you an opportunity to show your skill when you will work with other developers, because no one developer from other academies are able to understand or write unit tests. And also especially there is a big leak also for middle and senior developers not able to write unit tests because they learned without to continue to upgrade their skill and to follow the standards of the software. But today we can say the chance to write unit tests will put you with another perspective also when you will do the interview. And so they will understand the potential behind what you have learned with us. And so congratulations to the backend developers too, and continue to study, because as you know, that's the mission, to continue to upgrade, because that's only the start of the point for everything.
Thank you, Davide. So this is just the beginning then. And now we are going to not jump into deeper details, but we also wanted to disclose and to share with the complete team the best projects. So Ilkin, please, the floor is yours. I'm going to go to the next slide and we can review the best front-end projects.
Thank you, Valentina. So basically, I've chosen 3 best projects out of all, but yeah, these are not only ones. They also have some other projects that I can tell they are very confident. I mean, the projects are very big and well done. For Salih, I've chosen the Mebel House e-commerce project, which was for graduation. And he used almost all of the tools that we have learned through the projects, which is React. He used context, style components. He also added a testing for fun component with React testing library and Jest. So well done, Salih. It was very complete and very good project. He also deployed it. Whoever wants to check it out can take a look to the Salih's GitHub repository, and there was a link there for a live project. Then at the second project, I've chosen furniture shop project by Ivan. It was also for graduation e-commerce project, but he has chosen a different technology to build it because we have learned React and as well as its framework, which is Next.js. He decided to build it with Next.js, and it's complete project with lots of technologies that we have learned during the course. Congratulations to Ivan as well. He also done a testing of one component there. Then I've chosen for Colin, our NFT marketplace, which was built with, it's a TypeScript project with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, including those all. And it was a landing page for NFT marketplace, and there was some TypeScript parts there as well. Man, he has done a good job. Congratulations to Colin as well. So if you want to check out the projects, you can follow the links and go to the repos of those students and check it out. They're all deployed. You can check them out.
Congrats, guys.
So, congratulations. Well done, guys.
Well done, guys. Let's now check the best projects on backend. Lucas, the floor is yours.
Okay. It was hard to choose, to be honest. I saw really great projects, but I chose some of the projects here where I basically didn't have problem to test. For example, the first one here, the Module 6 project developed by Giorgio. It was the Symfony project using Doctrine, also with the API documentation, using Swagger OpenAPI. Here you can see the link, the GitHub link. If you want to see the other projects, also you can go to the student page in the GitHub profile, and you're going to find the other projects that the students developed. Here, so the first one, I didn't have any problems to test all the requirements of this the project that Giorgio developed was met. So really easy to test. Just following the API documentation and basically using the Swagger documentation, I also managed to test the application. So a really good one. So I added this one here, but also just to remember, the other projects were really good as well. So should not repeat the same project. The other one for module 4, Lubomir also did a very good job in the module 4, which was the blog post API. Here we didn't use Symfony, but we are using basically the PHP package, and Lubomir just managed to install all the required packages, configure the package, also the quality tools like PHP Stan and PHP Code Sniffer, and both tools were passing. So it was also a great project that I like it, and I added here to this list. And the one from module 3 that Emil, it's the module 3 project, the web shopping. So it's basically an e-commerce. Emil developed, added more features than it was required in this module. So the idea, one of the main ideas in the module 3 was to learn OOP in PHP, and Lubomir and Emil just did a great job. Also a great UI. So although the course, it was not focused on HTML, CSS, Emil created a good UI. I could test the application easily, and also the code quality was very good. Okay, so this was basically the project. And if you want to check, you can check the GitHub repository of them. So congratulations, everyone, for the projects.
Thank you so much. Congrats, guys. And thank you, Lucas, as well, for selecting the projects. Now we're going to move on to another very important part of our academy, right? For us, we were trying to push from the beginning the soft skills side. So not only important for you guys to learn how to code, but also how to communicate with the rest of the team, how to problem solve, And so I leave the floor to Anna. Anna, if you want to do an intro, and then we jump into the next slide.
Sure. Thank you, Valentina, and welcome everybody to this ceremony. I hope you're excited. It's actually an end that celebrates a beginning. And it's worth to mention the fact that I spent with each of you, each class, only 1 week in the dedicated module for HR. However, it is definitely clear for me that some of you have a potential that you might not be very aware of. And those of you who feel in a certain way affected by the fact that they're not in the top performance of the class, you might be surprised that you have another competitive advantage, and that's your soft skills. That was what was revealed in the module that I held with you. And for you to know, being an aspiring junior professional on the market, you will be recruited not so much in the beginning for your strong technical skills initially, even if you have them and they are a good investment that was done by our coaches. Very much you're going to be hired based on your soft skills and your potential that is basically documented or evidenced through your soft skills. So the week I spent with you made me have the chance to understand through both an objective assessment, through an AI-based assessment, to understand your soft skills, top ones that we are mostly focused in: communication, problem solving, and how you deal with leadership situations. And beyond that, I had also interviews with you. Those of you who came to the interviews, of course, I didn't manage to meet all of you because the bookings haven't held space for each. I didn't saw the timing from your end and the initiative. So for those of you I've met and who done the test, the total score that I've got together got the review that I am to present now. So you might be surprised to find that those who are in the top of the class, technically speaking, but also because of their commitment and their show of personality, are not necessarily only those people who have proven to have soft skills. Therefore, invest in your soft skills. That's something that, as we discussed in the course, must be seen as a growing mindset, something that you have to do your entire life. And as we go next, Valentina, so that I don't keep the floor for too much, as I said, the review that I've held brought into highlight the fact that based on the soft skills that we were reviewing, for backend, we had Aladin Hadzik, who has been a highlight in the course and who has been just energetic, glad to be there, well-structured, and basically providing a good communication. And Giorgio Selmi, who has also done this, both in the AI-based technical test that I sent and also in the interviews with me. So we've had the feedback separately, individually, but yes, you guys have been the highlights, and I congratulate you for your best score on soft skills. I think this energy and this communication and this good vibe that you bring in when you are going into the next interviews coming up are going to be a good catalyst for you getting a job. And moreover, you did very well on the situational questions. Yes, building a story about your motivation, your problem solving, about everything that you've done. So you did the best. For front-end class, the cheer up goes to Salih Zorer. Of course, he is a pioneer of the class in here as well. And to Belo Moyenja, who also proved to have a high score on problem solving and efficient communication. So basically, congrats to two of you as well for your self-awareness and capacity to solve complex questions based on your previous experience and situations. You know how to design an answer based on the methods that we talked in the module in the HR week. So remember this key takeaway from the class that I've had with you. Soft skills are a main driver and more has more and more weight in the decision making in hiring. So if you haven't made it technically in the class, now you're catching up, you're gonna make it, you're gonna do more and more projects, and your muscle is gonna get better. But soft skills are those skills that are gonna ensure you're entering the door in the job market and going up the ladder. So invest in them and always be passionate about them, assessing yourself continuously. That would be it from my end, Vale. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And congrats to you guys. as we have learned with Anna, it's very important that you keep on pursuing your soft skill side on an ongoing matter. So now we have the pleasure to invite to our special guest, Alberto Guarino. Alberto, he has been supporting us a lot with the academy, giving us feedback, telling us how to improve the courses. He's a group engineer manager at vid.io. He used to be an IT manager at Spotify, and he came today to tell you tips on how to get hired as junior developers and more things. So Alberto, darlings, thank you very much for joining, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Valentina. Thank you for having me. Like, I'm so excited. I saw some of the background to this academy, so I'm super glad to be here, especially in this special day for all of you. Thanks for the quick intro. So I will not spend much more time on myself. The gist of it is that I've been a group engineering manager and engineering manager at different companies. That's a picture of me during the famous Hack Week at Spotify, where we're having fun and hacking things together. Why am I here? That's a very good question. So what is one of the main responsibilities of an engineering manager? Maybe if people can use the chat and they want to make some noise in the chat in the meantime, that would be great. You might not be familiar with the role, but one of the main responsibilities, some people would say, would be creating meetings to stop productivity. We'll not focus on that today. It's hiring. And so when I say hiring, I mean the whole range from junior engineers all the way to senior principal engineers, more experienced. But I have some experience hiring and working with recruiters at small and big tech companies. And so I was eager to meet you and maybe share some advice on what someone like me is looking at, basically, when hiring junior developers, especially. Would that help? Awkward silence.
Of course it would, yes.
First of all, like, how much do you think a degree in computer science of engineering matters today to a hiring manager in one of these companies? Is it a prerequisite or not? From my point of view, not at all anymore. I would say that the vast majority of companies nowadays, like, is open to hiring people without even a degree, or let alone a degree in computer science or engineering. So having one, I will not lie about that, it increases your chances, but way less than other things that you have, for instance, learned about in this course. So what matters to hiring managers like me? Well, showing some form of practical experience, and of course, like, knowing programming languages like you have learned in this course is great. But as we have just heard, actually, like, all the soft skills and your abilities to communicate and collaborate with others, and having a good growth mindset, showing that you are eager to learn more and you have the tools to do that. Understanding how to work with a team, and generally being a decent human being really helped a lot. In the slide to the right, I put some example of a real competence framework or career framework that is used at many companies to exemplify some of the things that are expected of junior engineers when they join a company and they go through their first experiences. And you don't need to focus on all the little text, but there is one area about technical competence, but everything else is about being able to communicate, work in a team, support others, and, like, show that you can ask relevant questions and involve others in the conversation and work as a team. So how can you get that experience from my point of view, and how can you stand out when you apply for a position as a junior engineer and you have lots of other people applying for the same? It's mostly like my personal point of view, but things that really catch my attention, I can mention a few things. You have shared links to great projects. That's a fantastic start. So having your own open source projects that I can look at, or the fact that you maybe found an open source project that you went and contributed to. It doesn't need to have like a huge thing. Don't go and try to add things to the React code base or WordPress or big names. Not necessarily. No one is expecting you to do that, but find something smaller that interests you and then write some documentation, like fix a typo somewhere, start collaborating, put your name out there, and then come to me and tell me the story behind it, like the mistakes you made, what you learned about it. Like it's very much about the narrative and your experience going that you have gone through. maybe like create some content, put yourself out there. You don't need to be an expert in a field before you can write about it. Like, be open to feedback. And as you share your learning path, publish that, share that with others, like be it on blog posts, Instagram, TikTok, anything. And at the same time, show that you're open to feedback. And you will find out that the computer science community is very supportive, and we can grow together. You can volunteer at conferences. You'll be surprised also how easy it is sometimes. So if there is a engineering computer science conference in your area, try to see if they're looking for help in any forum, and that creates a connection with others. There are local meetups. If there is no meetup, start one and see what happens. And then again, tell the story about it. And that's really going to be interesting to hiring managers. Go out and network, meet people. You met fantastic people during this course. Why don't you start something together and tell that story? All of this contributes to creating a very interesting CV that is not just about nicknames and special keywords and technologies that you use, but also what you manage to do with it, which really matters. Couple of pointers on what not to waste time on from my point of view, not because it's completely useless, but because maybe you can invest the time in more useful things. One is like trying to immediately go wide and learn a multitude of languages and trying to go full stack immediately. I think that's not, from my point of view, a very good use of your time, because you would go too wide and just scratch the surface, and instead, connected to what I said before, trying to be better at what you already started learning here and building something with it really catches hiring managers' attention. And so you build solid foundations, and then as you start working more actively with a team, you have all the opportunities to pick up more along the way. And then the other thing that happens quite often is that people start using websites like LeetCode, HackerRank, and so on and so forth to learn how to pass interviews, basically coding interviews. And I don't think that's a bad investment overall. It's useful. You can go out and do some easy codes there, but don't over-optimize for passing interviews in general, because once again, then you join a team and you don't know how to work with a team, and you know how just to pass the interview step. It would be like, oh, I'm a Formula One pilot and I study everything about the engine and the car, and I can get hired on the theory, but then I don't know how to drive the car. Like, we don't want to see that kind of example. Yes, it's useful, again, to show that you know how to deal with an interview process, but especially at the junior level, that's not a really hard requirement. That being said, who is hiring juniors right now, from my point of view? Startups, scale-ups. Now everyone is remote. There are lots of opportunities around the world. We are going through a bit of a crisis in the IT field, but that's affecting the big tech company a lot, big tech companies. So up until a couple of years ago, last year, Spotify was hiring a lot, Google was hiring a lot. Now they're going through a hiring freeze. They're backfilling senior positions mostly. But startups and scale-ups, oh yes, very, very interested in more junior people that can come in and bring in a fresh air, new perspectives, and and they're eager to learn more and join them on their journey. So, and many of them have received maybe funding right before the crisis, so they are in a good spot and they're willing to hire different people with different profiles. In closing, from my point of view, I won't lie to you, it will not be easy. It's just, like everyone said, it's just the beginning of a journey. But the biggest risk is that you get frustrated and you give up. I think that there is space for everyone in this field. There are still lots of open job opportunities for everyone. And it requires determination, growth mindset, discipline, and really like loving what you are doing and growing within the field over time, and showing that you enjoy what you're doing. And then you get feedback, you improve, and you get where you want to go. So like everyone said, I think that your journey just starts here. It's definitely not the end of your learning. It's going to last for a whole lifetime. And so what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Alberto, thank you so much for all this valuable input and learnings that you have been sharing with our students. I want to know if perhaps anyone from the crowd has any questions to ask to Alberto. This would be the perfect time to do so. Any questions? No? Don't be shy. Nothing? Okay, we can, in any case, if you guys think of questions afterwards, we can pass them to Alberto, and I know he will be more than happy to answer to your concerns, or if you have any thoughts where he can help you. In any case, we have prepared, we have a prize for you guys, for our students. So we're gonna do like a fast quiz where Anna will be taking the lead. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. We have some questions for you guys from things that you learned with us during the journey. And the one that answers the best to these questions is gonna win a one-on-one session with Alberto. So Anna, dear.
Yes, I'm here. As we've been all using menti.com, I'm inviting all the students to go there. All those who are in here and who are not a student, I would just invite them to be active in the public. So we go on menti.com. We have 3 questions in the quiz. They are very simple ones, and we will see the leader who would answer faster and the correct answer. Okay, so here it is, the test in itself. You see it on the screen, menti.com, and you have the code 559864. So let's get it started and see who is joining. Me. Well, you must be more precise than that, because you need to put your name in there so that we can recognize the winners. All right. All right. Okay. So your first name only, you don't need to add more. We have 10 of us. All right, 12. Okay, let's reach 20. I was told we are having 20 people in here. 15. All right. 15, come on, 5 more. Everybody. Where are you? Lost on the way? Findingmenti.com, yeah. Mr. X. You're all so enigmatic. Okay. All right. 17. 3 more people. Let's make it, because it's more of us in here.
Anna, I am Mr. X.
You're also competing, Enrico. Nice. Okay, Ugur.
Come on,
I
guys.
believe it's a great chance to have such an occasion to connect with Alberto. Therefore, guys, come on, connect. Let's run this. It's a fast one. So you shouldn't.
Don't be shy.
Yeah. All right, I'm waiting for 10 more seconds and then moving on. And hope that you have the digital agility to arrive on menti.com. Okay. So 10 seconds gone. Let's start it. Okay. And here are all the players beautifully looking, and we're ready to go. So, first question, what soft skill indicates best your ability to work in a dynamic environment? You have problem solving, conflict management, and flexibility. So let's see. Okay, all right. You were right on the spot. 9 people got the right answer. Flexibility indeed, because dynamic environments mean dynamics that are involving a lot of change. So you must be adaptable to these changes and have this capacity to navigate change, navigate chaos sometimes. Just go with the flow, as they say, yeah? Not stay rigid, not be in any way affected by the fact that a lot of changes happening. So for those of you who land moreover in a startup, this is something that you are going to be very familiar with, and we've tackled upon that. All right, let's move to the next question. So yeah, we shall see who answered first and correctly. Here is the leaderboard. Okay. All right, fair enough. Sally answered first. And then there is this Carl Gustav profile, who I believe will take the anonymous hat from his head. Let's go to question 2 and check it out. I think you got the vibe, the speed. Now you're going to be even faster. So what part of your CV is your pitch elevator discourse? We had this conversation in the course and you've worked on it. You really didn't like it in the beginning, but it is somewhere on the top. So let's see your answers. The correct answer is summary. Yes. So we got one correct answer for summary. Oh, only one. Wow. This one should change the game. Let's see how it is. Okay. All right. So we have a change of game. We have Thinky and Simba. All right. I hope you will become known. Let's go to the third question. Final one. What is a red flag in an interview? And you have 3 options: arrogance, confidence, and eye contact. We discussed it, and I believe you remembered it. All right, okay, you remembered. Quite easy, huh? Arrogance. On the spot. Let's see the winner. So, change of points. And Thinky, who is with this surname in there?
Yeah, I
Raul.
said my name, but sadly.
Raul,
Yes,
congrats,
thank you.
dear.
Thank you.
You won a one-on-one with our dearest Alberto. Alberto, so much for offering this amazing prize. Alberto is full of knowledge and know-how, so it's going to be an amazing opportunity for you. I will connect you both and coordinate this meeting. So thank you so much for Alberto. If anyone, now is the last chance to ask any questions. Does anyone has anything that wants to know? No? Last chance.
I have a question for Alberto. Maybe everyone wants to ask. Which are the reasons a company can reject to hire a junior developer?
Wow, that's a difficult question. No, like, of course, I love the question about red flags. I think that's a big part of when I mentioned like being a decent human being in general. These are the signs that a lot of companies are looking for. So once you pass the general minimum level of technical understanding, I think that the cultural type of interview and soft skills part plays a big role in there. So if anyone sounds too arrogant or non-collaborative enough with others, or tries to make up stories about their experience that actually doesn't exist in the first place, and it's easy to spot, all those things are red flags to me. Or in general, not reacting well to feedback. That might come, especially in a technical test. You might not know the solution at all, and the interviewers don't even care about it, but they want to see how you work with them towards finding a solution. So for instance, they show you a technical problem and they want to see that you are asking questions. You're not expected to work in isolation, but you're like sharing very openly, I have no idea. Can you help me? And then together you work. If you don't do that, that's also considered something not ideal and can leave you behind compared to others.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else? Any other question, guys? The time is now. No? Okay. Go. Yes.
Okay.
Great,
so,
Crystal.
In the previous presentation by Alberto, he mentioned posting your works on probably Instagram, TikTok, and all of that. So I wanted to know if it's a requirement because maybe there are people who are not very open to being on social media or getting interactive on social media. So for such people, does that mean that because they don't do stuff like that, they are not going to get an opportunity to be interviewed if that is one way you're supposed to put yourself out there?
Very good question, and sorry if I wasn't completely clear about it. I am one of those people, for instance. I don't like putting myself out there too much, or like in video format, maybe I'm a bit shy, but then there are millions of other ways you can do that. So I think the message there is show your interviewers and the hiring managers, the TAs, the recruiters that you are learning in some way and you're willing to share your knowledge. And then you can use maybe, again, a repo on GitHub or some blog post or something like that, that don't require to be, you know, live recording of you or like putting your voice out there, but maybe something in writing, which is even actually more important in a fully distributed, fully asynchronous environment that we're going more and more towards, because then written communication becomes really important in those situations. So having a narrative around what you have learned, what mistakes you have made, what you have learned from them, what you have incorporated into your practices, and like willingness to put yourself out there. Maybe in a smaller community, like I mentioned before, maybe you didn't publish content on social networks, but you were part of a meetup and met a few people and started something together. That is also great. It doesn't need to be, it's one of the opportunities. Definitely not a requirement, just some advice.
Thank you, Alberto. Thank you so much. Thank you for the question. Great, Crystal, that you took the courage to ask something. And now we're actually almost there on time. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen so we finalize the presentation, moving to the last part of the journey of this great ceremony. Thank you so much, Alberto, for your time. Really, really appreciate it. And now we have our CEO giving some closing thoughts, sharing some closing thoughts with all of us. Davide, please.
Yes, so at some point now, since all of you are ready to start to do interview, and so finally to be hired from some company, we are engaging our partners in order to create some mock interview, but also some real opportunities for all the students of the academy. Also in order to get some benchmark about soft skill, technical skill, or what they are looking for, which could be the reason behind maybe an approval or rejection. So it's an opportunity for everyone to get and collect more data also for the next iterations. And so we have sent a lot of letters and emails to our partners, and we are in touch with Valentina in order to wait for their availabilities for starting to do some interview. They are already checking your code from your portfolio. So if you still didn't have the opportunity to complete, that's a very good point to do, because they will check not only the contents of the modules Lucas and Ilkin teach it to you, but also what we have prepared on GitHub, and they are able to check your progress. That's, for example, what our internal developers did. And the first thing was, I can see the progress between a module and another one, because you start from the beginning. After, the complexity will be harder, but also your problem solving and hard skill in terms of programming will be better. And so they can check the real potential behind what you have done. The opportunities on, I guess, there are many, and you are not forced only to wait Jagaad for get a job, but it's also nice start to check online what are the opportunities on the markets to send some. I know Anna worked with you in order to give you a template, because it's also important to introduce to you in the company in the right way, so to have a good resume and to have the right approach and the mindset when we are approaching to a company. And we will continue to support you on all these aspects, but we need also your help in order to speed up and finalize the last things, for example, for portfolio or anything missing in the middle. About the new courses, we have the opportunity to give you 20% discount for your friends, your parents. So if you have any referral to present to Jagaad, that's anyway a good opportunity for them if you really enjoy to work and to to grow with us. Regarding next step, I want also to give you a prize for everyone. And so I kindly ask you, Valentina, to coordinate for each student to have a one-to-one session with one developer from Jagaad in terms of code review. So Ilkin and Lucas are your coach, and they already checked everything about your code. But putting a one-to-one interview with an external developer, so someone is checking your code for the first time, can put you to understand what you are looking for, because mainly you will collect many feedback and things never you already experiment, and so you can also to understand a code review, how much painful can be when you are working with other teammates, because they will complain everything, but it's an opportunity for you to grow and to understand the point of view also about external developers. And so people never checked your code, didn't know too much about you, and so we can have a direct feedback on the field. So this will be something can help to you also in the interview, and they can check, for example, your code, and they can ask why you did this, or how you did implemented this part of the code and the feature, and you can explain thanks also to the feedback you are receiving from a one-to-one. That's going to be something super valuable. In addition, as you know, you will get the certification via email in these upcoming days. And that's something important for us, because in the next weeks, we also will release on our website all the certificates with a unique link. So basically, you can also to show in your LinkedIn page and whatever you want in order to demonstrate your certification is not fake, but it's also present on our Academy website. The last thing, but not the least, is since we want to grow and really, believe in the future of the Academy and to forge talents, because as you know, the great value propositions of Jagaad Academy is behind there is a software house like Jagaad. That's something valuable, because we know how to write software. We know what the company are looking for. That's also the reason we didn't implement full stack courses, because in terms of learning from scratch, that's absolutely wrong, because we can for sure to confirm on the market there are really few full stack developers, because mainly a lot of them are not so valuable on backend and frontend, because unfortunately there are too many things to learn and to do, and at some point every developer will prefer one of the two sides, so in terms of backend and frontend. That's why we have decided to do the vertical courses. That's why also Jagaad has only vertical developers on frontend and backend. And in order to grow up, we have right now already designed an hiring platform. And so basically in the next months, we can also to release the hiring platform. And that will be a powerful tool, because everything will be automated. And so the companies interested to hire students can simply log in to check your profiles and directly to do an interview with you, checking directly the slots and the calendars. And at some point also Jagaad can check the progress to understand how many students are doing the interview, how they are going these interviews, so also in order to collect feedback. And hiring platform will be the next level of the Academy in order to give you the chance also to get new opportunity directly on the platform without to write email, LinkedIn messages. That should be something valuable for Jagaad, for the companies, and also for you, because you will be part of this hiring platform until you don't get a job. And so I'm super excited and happy about this first iteration. And I want to congratulate everyone who worked to the academy. So the coaches, Valentina, Hannah, Elena, Ilkin, Lucas, Vladimir for the campaigns, and all the students accepted to join this challenge. And the outcome is better than expected. So that's another good news for the students, because it's not fake when I asked the code review to the internal developers in order to understand if we are in line or we need to improve the contents to teach new modules. But it seems our plan worked. I want to thank you everyone again. And so I want to share my congratulations with not only the top performance students, but also with other people joining the academy, and they put all the efforts in order to achieve these certifications. But right now, guys, it's for you a starting point. Now you need to do many interviews, to continue to study and still grow, because this job is something super valuable. You can work from remote, you can work in English with any companies, but you need to stay up to date. So don't see this certification and to say, okay, that's it, now I get a job. The true mindset and approach is, okay, now I have the basics, I still need to continue to grow and to learn new things. So let's do networking, let's to chat with us, with our coaches, with our developers, share tools on LinkedIn. So start to do also something different from a technical side, because you need also to talk with other people, to have discussion with other people, to understand what the company are looking for, and you can improve day by day. I'm pretty sure every of you have the opportunity to become great developers.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for all those nice words for the team, for the students. And I hope it's encouraging you all to keep on learning. We're arriving to the last part of the presentation. So the next steps, what is going to happen from now on? As we mentioned already, you will be getting the certificates. You can post them online on your LinkedIn, and you can also, and we will also upload them to our website, so they are linked there and certified by us. Don't forget to add it as well to your LinkedIn profiles that you had this educational background with Jagaad Academy. We also want to inform you that we kicked off a partnership with Startup.io, so you can create an engineer account at the platform. And this link here, we're going to share this deck with you after the call, so don't worry. But you can start engaging in the community, look for internships and fresh jobs for junior developers. And also they have a lot of tech events, and we have a partnership. So you are all eligible to create your profiles in this platform. And also, as you know, you have access to our Thinkific and Slack community for 18 months from now. And coming soon, as David mentioned, we will launch our hiring platform. So we will inform you, so you can also create your profiles there. We are organizing a hackathon for all of you with some of our clients in order to showcase your coding quality. So that's being organized as we speak, and we're going to let you know soon when the date will be, and we will divide you into teams, and you're going to be invited to participate in this opportunity. Also to connect you with more potential hiring partners, and also for you to network. And then, as you already know, we're actively working to connect you with more hiring partners, so you will be listening and knowing more news very soon. Keep on checking the Slack community, because that's our main place where we're gonna exchange all communications and all the news that are coming the way. So that's it, guys. I don't know if anyone wants to share any feedback, or if you have any questions. Now it's the right moment to do so. Questions, feedback? No, nothing to add to what you have been telling us before. Learnings for us, things that you think we should improve. Don't be shy. You can type it down, or you can tell us, or you can speak up. Nothing to be shared? Well, if there is nothing to be shared now, you all know that we are super open to receive your feedback also via Slack. So if you have thoughts that you didn't think of sharing in this opportunity, we are happy to receive them written whenever you feel that you want. So we're open to do so as well. And then that's it, guys. You have my email, you have my LinkedIn account. We're all connected in Slack. So please feel free to reach out to us whenever you need anything. I was wondering, I would really like to receive feedback, but I guess since we're past the time, you guys need to leave. But please, if you have anything pending to be shared with us, please don't forget that we're here to receive all your thoughts. I see someone. Thank you. It's been an amazing experience. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much for joining today. And then we wish you the best and hope we stay connected. And thank you for being part of this community.
Thank you. Thank you very much to everyone. Congratulations again.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
nice
much.
rest of the day.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Bye.